what the boys did? Play marbles, chase master, go find guavas outside. Whatever the boys did, I did because I learned from them.
Well, we did more than that. We used to go swimming up in the mill pool, which was kind of dangerous, but we didn't know it at the time.
And it was outlawed.
We weren't supposed to swim, but we'd go. And we all, it was carefree days. Nobody bothered you. Stayed out from morning till night. We used to eat fruits and whatever we could find on the beach or wherever. Very carefree days. Nobody worried about us. Everybody took care of us.
Tell them about your fishing.
What fishing? Oh, we used to do a lot of spear diving in the shallow waters off Kohala. Hula actually. And that helped feed the family, really.
So you went spear fishing with the real spear?
The other, not that type of, with a rubber tubing and a long spear. Well, I don't know, they used to call them kotang, something like that, the name of the spear.
Where'd you go spear fishing?
Right down on the other side of the lighthouse, the old Kohala lighthouse. And I remember going lauhala picking, because my mother used to weave hats for the plantation people, workers. So we had to go gather lauhala leaves. She used to make bento, and we used to take all my friends to help get the leaves. And that was quite a bit. We did that quite a lot.
And because I was 5 years younger than him, I wasn't able to pick lauhala, but I could eat musubi. So I always went.
Yeah. So you came, or you just ate the musubi?
Yeah, that was my job, help them eat the musubi.
What I remember was crazy was we had the lauhala, she tied it up, and instead of us carrying it, she carried the lauhala home. Now I think about it, and we had all these young kids, right? And she was the one that carried it home. It's crazy, but then when she came home, she had to clean it all up.
To me, it wasn't crazy. She was a great mom. Great example. Because we had this dad who wasn't there, I didn't know who he was. But you know what? She just worked so hard. Daytime, she washed the laundry for the Filipino laborers. I was by her side. When I was younger, she always put me on her back, and we would hang clothes. I was always on her back. And
still,
I was her helper, but I was not her helper because I was on her. I was using her energy, but she never complained. She didn't say a word about that fella that moved out of the house. So I learned that you just face the consequences, do what you can, and move on. And that was how I learned to look at the positive and just take the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And this guy was a good student. He did everything that he's supposed to do. And so I had these shoes to fill to be like him.
So did you two never fight? It sounds like you guys are like good siblings with each other.
well, we were 5 years apart, so she had no chance.
Only one time he raised his voice at me because mom was cooking and there was something that she needed that was, she ran out. And the store was, how many yards?
About 200 yards.
200 yards. Betsy, you go Goya store, go get this. And I said, this is the only time I questioned or answered back. Why me? And brother was there. Just go. Never again did I ask a question, ever.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, only I remember that one, because I was so scared. I ran out of the house, I was back in a minute. And you know why I could go to the store? We had an account. So when I went to the store, if I had to buy salt, if I took candy, it would show on her monthly statement. So I never ever took any treats. I just bought what she said to buy.
The account, is that the same as the bongo number, or is that something else?
No, different, because this was not the plantation, it was a private store.
But you still had to use the account number?
No, they know who I was, so it went on our Yoshiko's account.
And she used to trade, barter. She used to weave the hats and barter with the stores that way. To that, well, I don't know how many other stores in Kohala, Yuli, Sakamoto store was. There's Sakamoto and Komodo stores. So she used to make so many hats, and that's how she used to barter for our food, different whatever kind she needed.
But most of the food was in our backyard. I remember Manoa lettuce, carrots.
And my rabbits.
And he had rabbits that he fed, and Mom slaughtered them. And then, you know what she always had? She had a bed of peanuts, so we had snacks. She was amazing.